Hi guys, it is Wednesday, March 1st, 2023, and I'm here to do my February WIP update. Um, February was not a good month. February, yeah, no, February was not a good month. I struggled, like, I was living on the struggle bus in February. Um, yeah, no, no bueno. Um, I think it was a few different things. Probably the thing that started it was just I'm having trouble with my vision. I'm having trouble seeing my projects. And if you remember last year, I went and I got a new prescription, and that helped, but not quite enough. So I went a few weeks ago, and I went to Walmart and I got some cheaters, and they helped. They helped a lot, but the ones that I got were too strong. If I wear them too long, I start to get kind of queasy. So I need to go back and I need to get some lighter ones, and I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna have to refill my prescription in a few days here, so when I go pick up my prescription, I'll get them. So that was the first thing that kind of was giving me a hard time, and then just, and I think that kind of led into the second one, which I just have a lot of projects that take a lot of brain and are fussy and confetti, and I just wanted easy. They take too much brain, and I just wanted easy, and I don't really have those kinds of projects. So, um, and then towards the middle and the end of the month, in the later part of the month, the other thing that was getting me down was I just got behind on my stitch counts and um, for my different groups, and I was kind of put off by that. Like, oh, if I do more stitches, it's going to be a mess to figure out my stitch counts, and oh my gosh, and yesterday I took care of that. Yesterday I went and I got all my stitch count straight for my categories and for road trip, and I got all my stitch count straight for all of my events that I'm doing, and so I feel better about that. Um, and so I'm hoping March is going to be a better month. I hope. So I'll show you. I did stitch. It's not like I didn't stitch. I did stitch. Just this is the first month I went back and looked at my records from last year. This is the first month since last July that I didn't do at least 3,000 stitches. I only did about 2,500, um, which it's, yeah, it's been several months since I didn't do at least 3,000. So it was not a great month. Um, but I'll show you what I worked on. I got a little bit of stash. Um, I didn't do a lot of shopping. Um, and I have one new start. So I will show you. So let's start with what I worked on. These are in no particular order. So we'll start with this first. This lives in this Easter bag from Garan. Um, this was my New Year, New Start this year. And this is Tetelestai by Quaint Rose Needle Arts on Etsy. And I so on New Year's I did like 30 stitches, but I picked it up this month for categories for monochromatic, and I did. I hope you can see that. I hope you can see that. I did 300 stitches. So I did the top border, most of it. So um, this might come out again this month. I don't know if it's going to come out or not. One of the categories for this month is Stitch Along. So I might use this for that because Margaret and I started it together. And then let's skip that. Let's see this one. And then this was one of my struggle bus pieces. I needed it for categories, and if I want to finish it, I need to get a move on. But it was um, it was a struggle. So this is Under the Evergreen, and I did some of the tree at the top there, and I did the horse's tail and some of the horse's leg. I did 300 stitches, and that includes some stitches that I frogged and redid. But there's my Under the Evergreen. It's moving along very slowly, and I need to get a move on if I want to finish it this year. So. And this, of course, lives in this cardinal bag by Garon. This is my work project, and I brought this home tonight. And we had an incident at work today involving my project. So this is an old EGA project. This is Stitcher's Kit by Margaret Bendig. And this has been sorely neglected this month. It really has. I keep it at work. I'm only in the office twice a week most of the time. So it doesn't get very much attention as it is. And then there were several days this month that I was in the office and I just didn't work on it. So this got a grand total. Try not to be impressed. This got a grand total of 82 stitches this month. It basically got, I think it got this curve right here, and I got this little bit right here. And actually this bit right here I did today. So it got 82 stitches in the month of February. Luckily for me on this piece, 82 stitches goes quite far. But I was kind of bummed to realize that the chart I'm stitching on is only, or I'm stitching off, is only part of the design. I thought, oh, look at that, I'm almost at the bottom. I just got to do this, curly Q right here, and then there's one under it, and then I'll be done. No, that's only half, because you have to have 11 flowers. So there's a half a flower up here, and then you got to go until you have 11 flowers on each side. So I'm not as close to being done with this side as I thought. So the incident, I had taken lasagna to work for lunch, and I had finished my food, and I was going to stitch, and I put my project up against me like this. I didn't realize I had tomato sauce on my shirt, so I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, I got a little bit of tomato sauce on my project, which no bueno. I'm gonna wash it and see if I can get it out. This is Zweigut fabric in BMC, so it should be fine. It's not the same as if you were here a few years ago in 2018 when I was stitching on Deepest Love and I got coffee on it on hand-dyed fabric. That came out okay, so this will be fine. I'm gonna wash this later tonight. There's Stitcher's Kit. We'll take that back to work next week when I go back in the office. Okay. And then we have this one. This is my baby. There's my dogs. I Oh, okay, good. I wanted to finish the Black Dog this month, and I didn't quite get there because struggle bus, and um, it's at that point where, and I'll show you. So there's my dog. He's almost done. You can see it's mostly filled in, but it's at that point all this stuff is left, and this is one of the things that was getting me down this month. Um, all the stuff that's left is there's 5 stitches of this color over here, and there's 8 stitches of that color over there, and there's a little bit of this color over here, and there's not any like big stitching left in the Black Dog, and I wasn't feeling the changing colors every 5 stitches thing. So he got 1100 stitches. Like, he didn't suffer from lack of attention. He got 1100 stitches, but there's just some other random areas that I need to fill in. And there's a whole big bunch of grass still that goes over here. This grass gets, of course, taller. And then there's another dog behind here that I'll probably start on this month. So that'll be fun to see the other dog. But there's my Black Dog. Isn't he beautiful? I love it. And then my last piece that I worked on this month, my phone is like blowing up. My last piece that I worked on this month is my Mill Hill. This is Marshmallow Sweet by Debbie Patrick. Not Debbie Patrick, Debbie Mum from Mill Hill. And Debbie Patrick is an entirely different designer. If you like Victorian houses, she's the one to go to. So I did 724 stitches on this month. And so there it is. I finished all of the cross stitch, and I've done most of the back stitching. I need to finish back stitching the cup and the little bit of back stitch in the wing, and then the beads. So this will be a finish this month. So this will be in the categories. We'll talk about categories. So those were my WIPs that I worked on. And then I had a new start on February 4th. Vic Gable at Stitch and Button. And I started Bells of Ireland by Nora Corbett. And it's Living in this Flamingo Bag by Vic. And Vic laughed at me. And she wasn't entirely wrong. But struggle bus. So I am using, I started this on 28 Count Easter Parade by Live and Die LA. No, I think it's by Mystic Fabrics. Is it Mystic Fabrics or Live and Die LA? It's one of them. But the reason why Vic was laughing at me was because we did this new start and Laurel did 50 stitches. Try not to be shocked and amazed. That's all I did. Vic, I know Vic's put 300 or 400 stitches in hers. She's got a good portion of the dress done, but that's all I did was a little bit of her hair. I'm telling you, this month was a struggle. It really was. Um, if you watched me last month, I said I was going to do 3 starts. Um, Vic and I were supposed to start Queen Anne's Lace by Nora Corbett, and I think Vic kind of gave up on me on that one for this month. I don't know, but I think she kind of did. But don't feel sorry for Vic because Vic started like 5 things, and girl's not lacking for starts. She's just fine with new starts. She's she's got all the pretty lady starts. She's not hurting for new starts. So maybe sometime another month we'll start Queen Anne's Lace. And then I also said I was going to start, and this is kind of stash. I also said I was going to start Seeds of Freedom by Silver Creek Samplers for Black History Month, and I didn't do that either. So I'll start this at some point this year, but it wasn't in February. This. I got a 1, 2, 3 stitch order this month, and this was in it along with all the threads for it. So, that also did not happen, but it'll happen at some point this year. I know Vic started hers on January 31st. Laurel didn't do it. So that's what I stitched on this month. It was 2,500-ish stitches, which not very good. So plans. Categories. We have categories. Let's see what people are talking about. They're talking about something on here. I don't know. We have categories. Where are my categories? Here's categories. March categories. Closest to a finish. Marshmallow Sweet. That will be a finish. I'm going to finish that. I just got to do the last of the back stitch and the beading. It'll be fine. Stitch along. Oh. Oh. Stitch along. What I have on here is illuminated manuscript, which I'm probably going to use that rather than Tetelestai. I'm probably going to use illuminated manuscript and get to the corner where the musician is and stitch the musician. That'll be fun. So I'll probably use that. Beads and specialty stitches. I'm probably going to use my chatelaine because hello. Seasonal. I put Tetelestai on seasonal because it's Easter, of course. Spring, Easter. And then part of a series. This one I have French Kitchen down. Because it's part of the French Kitchen series by Hands On Design and Summer House Stitchworks. I might change that. Manuscript is part of a series. All these Nora Corbett ladies are part of a series. So I might change that. I don't know if I'm going to do French Kitchen. Except it has a birthday this month, so I might do something on it, but I might not use it for the category. I don't know. Why do you think I know what I'm going to stitch? Why would I do that? So those are categories. I'm supposed to be stitching on I haven't touched her. I'm supposed to have done January and February by now, and I haven't put a single stitch in. And part of that is actually because of the vision issue. And I'm feeling, and also, I was also a little put off by having to sit and figure it out, and yeah, just takes too much brain to figure it out. I wasn't feeling it this month, you guys. It was, yeah, it was a struggle. So I'm going to put some stitches in the dogs because I have not finished my February categories. I still need about 400 stitches for February. So I'm going to put that on the dogs, finish the black dog, do some more of the grass, maybe start a little bit of the other dog. I don't know. I still got road trip. I'm kind of getting up against a wall on road trip. They released like 6. I'm not done with like 5. I've got about 800 stitches left on like 5, which was one of the things I figured out yesterday. Yesterday I had to go through and figure out what I still needed for road trip. And I've got about 800 stitches left. So, and they said if you're not done by March 8th, they're dropping you. So I either gotta do it and stay in it, or I gotta decide I'm gonna drop out. And I'm I'm a little torn, um, because I've kind of felt like not very interested in it, but I've also not been stitching a whole lot. I've been struggling to stitch. And so I don't want to drop out and then wish I hadn't, because once you drop out, you can't go back until next year. It's not like I can go back in a month and say, hey, Carla, I want back in. No, it doesn't work like that. So, if I want to stay in it, I got to do my stitches to stay in it. And if I'm going to get out, then I'm going to have to stay out. Like, I can't change my mind. So, I'm going to have to figure it out. Um, yeah, because I don't want to get to the end of March and be like, oh, I'm stitching better now and I could have finished road trip. I wish I hadn't dropped out. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I think I'm probably gonna do the stitches and stay in it. Because I do think that if I drop out, I'm gonna wish I hadn't. So I don't know. So I think that's all for plans. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna do a new start this month. I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now. I'm still feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I've done 4 new starts so far this year. And, well, no, I've done 3. I did one on New Year's Eve, and then I've done 3 this year. And I'm not feeling the new starts. I really would like to get some finishes. Um, I'm going to finish Marshmallow Sweet, but behind that, I don't have anything that's close to finishing. Um, Tetelestai is only 5,000-ish stitches. I could probably finish that if I worked at it. Not this month, but soon, quickly. Um, but other than that, everything I have is a long way from finishing, and a lot of the stuff that I have is kind of difficult. So maybe I'll do a new start. Like maybe I'll start a Mill Hill. Like the next one in that series by Debbie Mum is Peppermint Sweet. I'm on Marshmallow Sweet. Peppermint Sweet is the next one. And it's the same kind of thing. It's a bird sitting in a cup of cocoa with a peppermint stick. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see. This is going to be a short and sweet video because I don't have a lot here. Stash. I got a little bit of stash. When you're not stitching a lot and you're struggling to stitch, sometimes you also, you know, you don't want to buy stuff. And this month I didn't buy very much. I had placed a 1, 2, 3 stitch order because I had wanted to start Seeds of Freedom, and so I bought the pattern and the threads for that. And then, I think last month I was saying I didn't understand why my 1, 2, 3 stitch order was taking so long. And I contacted them and said, can you ship the partial? But it turns out that they got the chart that I wanted, so they sent me the chart. And this is Let It Snow by Blackberry Lane. I just thought it was pretty. And then somebody on one of the sampler groups had posted this picture of a sampler that she stitched. I think that is really cute. And I found it, and I found the website that it's on, but there wasn't like a card or anything to add, cart. All that was a PayPal email. And so I posted to the lady who had posted her picture of it saying, "Can you tell me how you order this? Like, do you just send her the money and tell her that's what you want and she sends it to you?" And the lady herself, the lady who sells the pattern, posted to me and said, "Yeah, just send me the money on PayPal and I'll send you the chart." So she did, and the pattern I got, 'cause I just thought it was adorable. Um, I just thought it was adorable. This is Mary Catherine Harris by Erna Hiscock. And it's called, yeah, her name is Erna Hiscock, and she has an antique business. I think she does mostly antiques, but she's got this one sampler that I saw that she reproduced. And I just thought the zebra was so cute. And it's two colors of DMC. It's $37.99, which of course is a dark gray, and $38.66, which I'm assuming is a white. Um, but I thought it would be great, like if you have Roxy thread or you have like Victorian Motto or Color and Cotton, or I thought it would be great to use up, you know, other independent dyers or overdyed threads because it's only two colors. I just thought it was adorable, so I got that from her. And the last thing that I got was Vic had a bag sale, and I got a penguin bag. I need to stop. I really need to stop buying winter and Christmas bags because I have a lot more winter and Christmas bags than I'll ever have projects to put in them. I need, well, okay. I don't need any project bags of any kind for any reason, but if I was going to get more, I need more like everyday, non-seasonal, ones. So the inside is snowflakes because of course, and Vic was kind enough to send me a stack of floss cards, which I appreciate. And the zipper pull on this, um, the zipper pull on that is a little bird. Actually, I think it's a penguin. Yeah, I think it's a little penguin. So he's cute. So that was my stash for the month, and I think that's all I have. I don't have a lot this month. It was a rough month for me for stitching. Um, I hope March will be better. I'm gonna get those cheaters, and I'm hoping March will be better. I still have a goal that I would like to get 5,000 stitches every month. Clearly, I have not done that for February. I didn't get there. I didn't quite get there in January, but hopefully for March, I'll get my butt together and I'll get there. So I think that's all I have for this month. I hope you all are well. I hope you all are stitching at least more than I am, um, which is a low standard, honestly. And I hope you all are having keeping warm. It hailed here today, you guys. I live in Southern California, and I was in the office this afternoon, and my coworker went around saying it's hailing outside, and everybody went to the window to see the hail, and it was like these little tiny pellets, and and uh, I belong to this local Facebook page that tracks the police scanner, which the cities that they started out, um, the cities that they started out intending to cover have all encrypted their police scanners, so they don't have any public feeds anymore. So there's a lot of guessing. Hey, does anybody know what's happening over here? Why there's a bunch of police over here? Because they encrypted all the scanner feeds. But he posted a thread about it and said, "Hey, post your pictures of the hail." So there's a bunch of pictures of cars with hail on them and the ground, and the street, and I don't have any pictures, but we went to the window to watch. So anyway, so stay warm, stay safe, happy stitching, and I will see y'all next month. Bye.